Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode 236. This one was discussing episodes 34, 33, and 34. Now, by the way, with these two episodes, I have exactly 17 left. And as soon as I get this video and the next video, which is going to be Comic Corner done, I'm going to go straight to do the next 4 episodes of the series. So it could be I can get almost the whole thing done. I think I can get really, really close, but I might cap it off tomorrow. Maybe. Alright. In the case of these two episodes, first one basically is about, this is a weird one, steal Yoshi's face. Yeah, there's this unpopular kid who's got glasses. No, it's not a metaphor for me. It's some nerdy kid. I should point out though, this is 1989 when this came out. Nowadays, basically, having this guy is not a good idea. Basically, bullying people who are nerds is not a good thing, especially since these nerds can actually make stuff that actually can fight back against the bullies. And nerds may not be just people who wear glasses, just the people who are simply smart and smarter than the dumb jocks. It was the 80s. It's if you think about it, for me personally, as much as I love the 1980s stuff related to it, this is one aspect I'm not a fan of at all. It's not due to the fact I sympathize with because of war, because people, but just because that people who are nerds are basically being bullied. Okay, that's a minor issue. It's the bullying concept. Yes, I am not a fan of bullies, so this is one concept of the 80s. I'm glad it went away. Now, one of the reasons why I like 1980s is because I was born in the 80s. That's why. Though I was born toward the tail end of the 80s, but I was still born in the 80s. I'm an 80s baby. So that's the reason why I like doing a lot of 80s stuff. And yes, this is the last one from Super Sentai that aired back in the 1980s. Yes, the last one. So basically, he's this girl who turns out to be Kikika. Like, he brings on Yoshi. Like, oh, we're going to swap faces. Yes, seriously. That is the plot of this episode. Swap faces to the point where the fake face melts off and then create this other face that makes them slaves. Now, this makes no freaking sense at all as a plot, because you do realize that these slaves have to freaking breathe aside from their freaking mouths. Yes. This is not one of those silly plots. This is a stupid plot. It is by far one of the dumbest things. Now, it is shocking to see these people faces get swapped. And they try to use it on the Rangers, but, well, they're immune because they wear the helmets. Okay, fine. What about these other two girls? Well, it turns out these two are not affected by this because, well, Kuda, I think his name is, the one who swapped faces with Yoshi, who's the blue Turboranger, who already chased after because he stole his face. Yeah, it turns out he actually stopped talking to these 3 beautiful teenage girls, and gives them a special ointment. And apparently this ointment is a weakness against the face-stealing monster. No, seriously. This one ointment that apparently his family made. I'm like, that's interesting. Did his family find diploma? Never revealed because the guy doesn't show up again after this. Very odd, yes. So, pretty much in a way, like, so they use this cream to basically after basically Yoshi takes it from him and puts on one of the things, it basically undoes all the face swapping stuff. Yes, seriously. And the face gets messed up and it once goes giant size. And by the end of the episode, I'm like, because the fact Yoshi was wearing this guy's face by the episode, I think he was one who was brave. And, like, ooh, they all confess the feelings to these 3 girls. Like, and I'm thinking, you lucky dog to get those 3 beautiful babes basically date you, dude. I would not be surprised that basically he'd be either 3-timing these girls or he'd probably be sleeping all 3 of them. Yeah, I'm sure this is the 80s. I'm sure probably something like that happened. And no, drugs not involved, because that's one aspect of the 80s that people tend to think of the 80s. Drugs. Now, this series, so far, it's not really utilized very much for drugs. Super Sentai very rarely uses drugs as a plot device. And excuse me, case Turboranger, you probably would think they would use it, but in 34 episodes, no use of drugs. And you're thinking, really? None? Well, probably because basically it's featured high schoolers, so it can't use drugs. And it was more of the adult stuff. So, their next episode is interesting. Of course, you see Misa again. Yes. Oh, and by the way, the plot of these episodes are just so weird. Like, okay, so the very next episode, get this. This is the plot of it. Okay, so they want to use Zuntan's farts to make people go to sleep. Yes, seriously. And when the fairy Celine is asked about this, she's like, I've never heard a plot like this before. And I'm like, wow, we have a stupid plot here. Oh, by the way, Misa, she briefly appears in this episode, and I do mean very briefly. Her appearance in 34 is nothing more than a cameo where she basically gets scared. Well, basically, in the sub I watched, to call this guy Slave Driver Boma. Yeah, here he's called Kousoku Boma. Yeah, and he's also the only monster who's not one of the generals to actually ride Zuten. Yes, seriously. Now, I should point out though with this episode 34, Misa Yamagaki has 4 episodes left. No, seriously, she has returned again episode 37. And after that, she's absent for the next. She's appeared for 10 more episodes after that, and then she appears for an episode, and that's it for her. Yeah, 4 appearances for this character. Yes, but these episodes are just, well, in the case of this plot here, using farts, unlike 33, which that was a stupid plot, though a really interesting resolution, that one. This one, it's like, okay, let's use Zothan's hidden secret. His farts can make people fall asleep. No, seriously. That is the plot, and Luton basically likes the plan. No, seriously. He likes the plan of having his only surviving general. Yes, because everything were killed off several episodes at least. Because there's been 4 episodes that killed the previous general. Professor Luton, which I actually like the appearance of this character. I like his monsters, but wow, is he wasted. But Zuta himself, oh, don't worry. Next episode of this review series, I will talk about his, how should I put this? It's his penultimate monster he has for the series. Yeah. He does have a few more monsters. This one, it's like, at 24, he doesn't have any monsters, episode 37. And then after that, he has 3 monsters, and that's it. No, seriously, that's it. But it's definitely something basically to think about. But these episodes are just, well, overall, what I think of them, of these two. Stupid plot, but I do like the resolution for episode 33. 34, it was a completely stupid episode. Really stupid. Probably by far my least favorite episode of the whole series. Yeah, out of 51 I've watched so far, 34, it is just bad. Fainting from farting. Yeah. How stupid can you be? Really. Now, if you're curious though, is this a reused plot from the previous Sentai? No, this is completely original. Oh, by the way, Dr. Danzy and the Fairy return for these 2 episodes. Dr. Danzy, who had been absent for he was only absent for 1 episode part of this one. Yeah, he was absent for 32, which is strange to say the least. Yes. And if you're curious, does he miss any appearance after episode 32? No. He actually is here for the rest of the series. As for Fairy Celine, she, of course... Now, after she already missed episodes 31 and 32, she is back here for 33, and she misses only... Wait, it looks like she misses 1 episode, just 40. That's the next time she misses one. Yep. It's like a little while, basically, if I come really soon. But yeah, not much else I'll talk about these 2 episodes, but you might be thinking, is it getting more weirder? Well, given I'm looking at the descriptions for the next 2 episodes, it seems like we're getting a lot more interesting stuff for the next 2 episodes. We're finally getting past the stew plots, and looks like we're going to stuff a lot more interesting. Yep. But yeah, that's it, particular view. Next episode's going to be a Comic Corner, and it's back to Turboranger. Okay, next video. Bye.